Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. Don't laugh, it says Happy Mother's Day. I'm getting ahead of myself here, but you know, you're never too early, sure you're not. I know it's only the new year, and I wanted to get things gathered up, and you can use this for anything. The next one I'm going to make is more Valentine's. It'll be Love You More on it. And what we made this out of, it's a hand cream holder. I've got this lovely ORIFLAME hand cream, which is beautiful, and I made the box to suit it. It's really, really gorgeous stuff. It's lovely. I can't get enough of it. My hands are so dry. But I've used the lovely papers from Stampin' Up called Bright and Beautiful. Lovely selection of papers. They're from the main catalogue. Tomorrow we have a new mini catalogue coming out, so you might want to have a peep at it. This is one of the free things tomorrow. Sale-a-bration starts as well, so being a demo you can order early. And I chose this as one of my freebies recently, Heartfelt Hellos. And it has Easter, Mother's Day, love would be Valentine's Day, Father's Day, and just two basic ones. So nice handy set, I thought, for myself. So anyway, as I said, this box is made to fit the lovely love magnet. What do you call it? You could wrap that. I think I will wrap it actually in tissue and pop it in so it looks a wee bit even more special. But I've used those papers in the lovely bubble bath and bubble bath ribbon. So I want to show you how to do it. So what you need to start you off is, where are you? I've went with Mel Mambo and mixed it up with the bubble bath, yes. So for your Mel Mambo card, you're going to need two pieces, one at 7 inches by 8 inches and one for the lid at 3.5 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to do some scoring on those first. Get you started. So we're going to squash the side of it. We're going to score, to start us off, we're going to score the long side, isn't it? 7.5, yes, the long side, that's the 8-inch side. We're going to score it at 1.5 inches. 3 3/4 inches. 5 1/4 inches. And 7.5 inches. And then we're just going to spin it round and score it at 1.5. And that's that bit done. So get your small piece and again go sideways, and we're just going, it doesn't matter which side you go, we're scoring them all at 1 inch. So just keep spinning it round and score it at 1 inch. Oh, I should have come out slightly, but it didn't. I'll come out on one of them. Slide it out slightly to give you a wee bit of a gap. So that it fits your box nicely. Hopefully this will do the trick, but if not, I have another wee trick up my sleeve. So, all those scored. And then you want to cut. Oh, what did I do there? Hold on, look, I've scored it at 1.5 instead of 1 inch. So I want to change that piece. Right, I'm back. I redid that. I don't know what kind of a brain I have today, but it is not working well for me. See, if you take a break at Christmas time, your brain just goes to jelly. I swear, you're safer just keeping at it. So we're going to cut up to our 1 inch, 1.5 inch this one is. We can take this one away. We don't need it. Just chop it up and just cut it in there. Just a wee slat. And then we're just going to cut up all of these. I'm not feeding them in or anything, I'm just chopping up, hoping for the best. I've worn myself out. It took me a whole morning to design this box, and you should do that, like simply, you know. Oh, so these ones we're going to chop straight up, and we're going to taper off this one, would you believe? It just gives it a nicer finish when you're tucking in your bits and pieces at the bottom. So straight up the two opposite sides and slot in your ends. Oh, did that one. Right, so we can do a bit of burnishing now. Get it nice and tidy. make sure you do them straight, all like me. We're going to decorate the top or the sides of the box first before we stick it together. So keep it flat while you're going to decorate it, and then we'll do our lining up here. Whew, that's it all done. So now we want to add our papers. And for your papers, you need to cut yourself 2 pieces at 5 3/8 by 2 inches. So they will go in the bigger squares, bigger rectangles. And then 2 smaller ones, and they measure, where are you? 5 3/8 by 1 1/4, and they will sit in here. And for your lid, you want 2 pieces, 1/2 inch wide. Just take a strip of what you've cut away from your 6 by 6 papers, and it's just going to sit across there like a wee parcel, right round the sides, and then tucked in under it. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these down and come straight back to you. Now for these ones, I'm just going to put glue, flip it over, and keep it to your centre. Decide how far over you want to flap it. If you need to cut your things, go ahead and cut them. I'm just going to use the whole lot. So I want this in the centre more or less. Luckily this allows me a bit of time to manoeuvre. I think that's in the centre. And I'm just going to tuck the ends in. Same with the other side. Make sure it's well pressed down. Tuck them in and do your wee folds as well before everything settles, to give it room to expand a bit because of the fold. So we'll just give that a wee, and then just do the same to the other one. I'm actually going to use a stronger glue for this other one because it's over the top. I think I've enough length there, haven't I? And puffed. I was out there, I had to rush out in the middle of the video and help my husband carry something from the shed into the house, and I swear I'm knackered. And it wasn't overly heavy, but it was heavy enough. So in the centre again, making sure you have enough left over at either side to tuck, and just press it in place. Oh dear, oh, I've knackered myself. Right, I'm going to let that dry before I press it, and we'll do this one. So you have your wee 1/2 inch that you kept. Just put your sticky tape or your glue, whichever you want, and we're going to seal this part up. Just make sure you have enough glue at these points here. Don't want it coming apart. So just fold that in half and press it down. And just flip it over like this, just to make sure that it's taken nicely for you. Oh, it's stuck to my bench. And that is you. So where is our join? Our join's here, so this is going to be the back of our box. So you want to fold one square one down, or one full one, sorry. Put a bit of glue on the 2 side ones. fold those two in. And then the last one will go towards the back so that those rough wee looking bits will behave themselves. So give the last one a nice wee bit of glue. And then just use your hand cream to give that a good wee press. And that is your box all nicely ready for your hand cream, as I say, and put some shredded paper or something, really deck it up, and it'll make a lovely present for Mother's Day, for Valentine's Day, maybe to your daughter or whatever. There's always somebody who would be grateful for a wee gift. So now we're going to join all these up. So we want to put glue on the 4 spots, the 4 wee bits that we trimmed off. And the reason I trimmed them off is so they won't show up along the top edge when I fold them in. If you kept them straight, sometimes they're just not going to fold perfectly and you end up with a bit showing. So you don't want that. This gives it a nice professional looking finish, in my humble opinion. I'm heading next door shortly. My son lives next door with his family, and it's our youngest wee one's 5th birthday, so we're going in there for coffee and cake, hopefully. Rachel is an amazing baker, cook. She's lovely, she's brilliant. She's all the way from Wales, and they live next door, which is lovely too. So pop this onto your box. I'm doing too much chatter here. Not enough concentrating. If you pop that on before you seal your last ones, then you can afford to make sure that it's fitting nice and snug. So it'll be nice, it'll come off nice and stay on nice. That's all we want. And that gives us our nice wee box finish, and now we want to decorate it. At the top we're just putting a bow, and I'm using this 3-pack of ribbon, and there's a bubble bath one in it, which is perfect. And I just want it to be the width of my wee ribbon maker, so the width of your box really. If you haven't got one of these tied around a fork or 2 forks or whatever you usually do with your bows, I've had these this years and they're so handy. I'm sure you can get them anywhere now. Just do 2 bunny ears if you haven't got them. I'm not very good at the bunny ears ribbons. So that is our wee ribbon, and I'm just going to use what do you call these? Sticky dots. Sticky dot. These are larger ones. Get it back off. Just make sure there's no sticky dot hanging out and ruining the look. That seems okay. And we're just going to set that in the center, making sure you're at the front. You can always turn your lid round. In the center of where you put that nice bit of paper, and then just trim those off. Where am I now? I need to decorate the front, and I did that with the Country Bouquet punch. So I need a bit of the Mel Mambo for the large hearts. So you put it in triangular ways in the corners, you'll not punch it out, and you'll still have a bit of card left for using. So you need 2 of those. And then for the wee bottom one, again, you don't want to put a full sheet in. Get yourself a piece that's wide enough to fit onto that wee heart at the bottom and punch it out. And I want one going the opposite way, so I'm turning the paper over and doing it that way. And that way we'll get one of each. So this one's going to go like this. And you're going to match up the smaller one that way, following the, you know, the big end of the heart. So they will go like that, and then we're going to do our stamping so we'll know where we want to put this. And it's the matching Mel Mambo. And I have a bit of rough card here, and we're going to just stamp it out. Love you more, which is a nice wee sentiment, isn't it? See if I can, excuse me, fit it in here. Should be all right. I might just set that in the center rather than cutting it up this time. I'll close this up. So, just got to chop this off roughly to get me going. And then I'll have a look at it. Should be all right. I'm not going to bother cutting it. I'll keep it straight this time. I'll just tidy it up a bit. Make sure that it is straight. There's going to be a brand new signing up offer tomorrow if you're interested in becoming a demo yourself, or just interested in getting your own discount on anything you buy. It is, oh, it's beautiful. I'm not even going to tell you because it might be very useful to you, so I'm not spoiling the surprise. So I'm trying to keep this as straight as possible. Could round the corners off to give it a nice wee look, or back it onto a piece of Mel Mambo card. What do you think? Yeah, I think I'll do that. This is when the crooked eye comes into play. Oh, didn't do too bad. So we're going to stick these in place. So we're going to raise these up. And if you just cut a bit of your dimensional, so I can't talk and craft now, I have to stop. Is that going to be too big? Might need a trim. And this one. And we're just going to stick those directly onto our wee matching hearts. Those look nice and Valentine-y or Mother's Day. I think it works for both. Now I stuck them flat on the other box, and maybe I could raise this up above them. That's what I'll do. So a wee bit of glue. Stick it, I'm leaning that heart in that way. I'm going to lean this one in this way. And then this will go on a large dimension in the center. Love you more. That's a nice wee sentiment, isn't it? And we have finished, Sushi, thank goodness. So, two nice hand creams ready to go for whatever occasion. Anything at all. I think they're really pretty. That paper is gorgeous. I love it. And I love the lovely Love Magnet you call it hand cream. So, I will link everything down below, including this if there's any left. And I hope you all have a lovely, great new year and full of crafty delights. And I'll catch us all again next week. Bye.